Howdy y'all, it's Seth, and I am coming to you from a small little parking lot right off of Highway 91 in Elizabethton, Tennessee. I'm here at Barker's Drive Thru, a one-of-a-kind fast food restaurant. Only one in existence, and I'm here. Let's check it out. So a couple months back, I went to Pal's, and I got some of y'all teasing me about not getting a drink. I had a bottle of Diet Coke or something in the car, and I just went with that. So from here on out, I'll make sure every video comes with a large drink, just so you guys don't light me up for it. Today it's sweet tea, and that is perfect. I like my sugar, don't get me wrong. I know that may surprise some of you, but their sweet tea is fantastic. Sometimes it's almost too sweet, like you feel like it's turning into rock candy right there in the cup. And sometimes they just don't make it sweet enough. It's kind of sad. But this is right in that sweet spot, pun intended. Is there anything more manly than drinking from a straw on video? I contend there is not. Now, the menu here is rather large. There's something for everybody. And I decided to get 2 sandwiches. I did not get French fries today. So, in fact, if you want to light me up for something, there you go. They do have curly fries and straight fries. And you can also get chili fries or gravy fries, which is exactly what it sounds. It's brown gravy poured over the top of French fries. They have cheese curds on the menu, too. Fried cheese curds. So if you really want to make some redneck poutine, get them gravy fries and the cheese curds and toss them in the same container and you're good to go. But we're not doing that today. Maybe another time. Today, I got a Swiss melt and a Chuckwagon. 2 sandwiches. I probably will not finish both of these, but it's kind of boring when you see a review and they just get, a boring hamburger and don't show you any of the fun stuff on the menu. So we're going to unwrap this. I've got no idea which one this is until I open it. And I see that ooey gooey Swiss cheese just falling out. So this is the Swiss melt. It's similar to a patty melt, except it's on a bun. But it is Swiss cheese, hamburger meat, all sorts of other fun stuff in there. Let's take a bite and see how it is. Messy is how it is. I'm happy I'm holding this up under me. And I'm going to hide myself behind the burger for a minute. There are a lot of onions on here. Can you see that? So, that is good. That's hamburger Swiss cheese, really gooey Swiss cheese. There may be mayonnaise on here to help gooify, which is a word, look it up. And a ton of onions. This was a $5 burger, and I'm definitely getting my money's worth on this. So, I'm going to turn this camera off for just a second and finish this one here, and then we'll check back on the Chuckwagon. What's the Chuckwagon? I'll show you in a second. Okay, so in case you're wondering, I definitely finished that Swiss melt. That was fantastic. And I'm going to dig into the Chuckwagon now. What is a Chuckwagon? They don't really tell you. It just says Chuckwagon. But if you're familiar with the South and Southern food, it's usually a fried steak, like a chicken fried steak or steak fried steak or just a fried steak patty. Sometimes with lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise. I don't know what this is coming with, so we're going to find out. And if I say fried steak one more time, do I win a prize? I do. It's a Chuckwagon. All right, so let's unwrap this goodness. Oh, and there it is. That is fried steak. That does look like it comes in from frozen, which this is fast food, so I would expect that. And lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise. So it's nice when I actually think something is something, and it is something that I think it is. So let's take a bite of this. See that? That is pretty good. A lot of chewing. Okay, for something that is likely comes in frozen, this is pretty good. The taste is there. It is, you can see, a fried steak patty. Lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise. It's, I don't want to do comparisons, but this is fast food, so I have to. It's kind of like the kind of like a McChicken sandwich quality. It's better than that, and of course it's not chicken, but it's kind of in that same realm, if you will. But it's pretty good. I could actually eat this whole thing if I didn't just eat the Swiss melt. And I know what you're thinking. Well, that's only 2 burgers, and they weren't that huge. You could probably eat both of them. Yeah, I probably could, but I'm saving room for dessert. What's for dessert, you ask? I'm thinking maybe a fudge cake. Okay, so I think the most proper and prudent thing to do, especially since we're at a unique drive-thru, and especially since I owe it to each and every one of you, is to get dessert now. Yeah, they have ice cream in here. You can get shakes, sundaes, ice cream cones, banana splits, and my personal favorite. I've decided to get the fudge cake. Let's take a look at this. So the fudge cake is a chocolate cake with ice cream in the middle and hot fudge poured over the top. Doesn't that just look delicious? Let's check it out. I was thinking about maybe just doing 1 or 2 bites for camera, but you might watch me eat this whole darn thing. That is so good. The cake is moist, but still holds up, holds the ice cream. Hot fudge is hot. Ice cream is cold. Cake is perfect. It's a delicious dessert. So good. So I've been watching a little J&B in the Hills lately, and one thing I love that cracks me up is when John always offers the viewer a bite. So I'm going to do the same thing right there for you as a little tribute. But I'm going to steal it because I'm a selfish kind of guy. One of my favorite things about this place has got to be the location. It's actually right off Highway 91 between Elizabethton and Shady Valley in the northeast corner of Tennessee. And it's in a residential neighborhood. Despite the fact that people are driving 50 miles an hour behind me on the highway, there's houses. There's all I see are houses and a little drive-thru. So I'm going to give you a quick view of the drive-thru as we head on out. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you like what you see, definitely subscribe as well. Lots of awesome eating, camping, hiking, and more adventures we do here in the Northeast Tennessee and beyond. And until we see each other again, happy trails.